Welcome to Western Port Secondary College. My name's Chris Quinn and I'm the principal of this amazing school, where our vision is to grow and achieve together through care, innovation and excellence. And we have an unwavering commitment to every child and the community that we serve. Through a series of highlights, we'll showcase the journey that we've been on as a college, the systems, programs and processes that drive student success and transform futures.
At Western Port Secondary College, we are committed to creating a culture of consistency and high performance in every classroom. The Classroom Mastery Initiative at Western Port is about refining the small, everyday moments to have big impact. The way students enter each learning space, the way they prepare to learn, engage in the classroom, and how they leave each lesson ready for success.
With the support of Mornington Peninsula Foundation and the Knowledge Society, we've landed on Classroom Mastery, which is a structured, evidence-based approach to ensure that every student experiences high-quality teaching in every classroom.
Through careful observation, our leadership team works alongside teachers not just to assess, but to support and refine our collective approach to classroom routines and teacher skills.
3, 2, 1, ready?
Ready!
Amazing work, 7B, well done.
When we come in, we're going to stand behind our chairs, any headphones or ear pods out, and our voices need to be off when we enter. So I'm just going to come and check. We have all our staff harps. Yep, perfect, amazing.
When we complete our role today, make sure you say a persuasive technique that we have been learning recently. So, Serena. Amazing. Elise. Well done, Elise. Thank you, Mitch. Well done. Mary. Thank you, Ronnie.
Teachers are given the opportunity to question these reflections and engage in discussions around effective classroom practice.
I really love the structured sitting down in the classroom.
Wasn't that great?
Use of persuasive techniques is a great way to reinforce a daily review so they come in primed for the lesson.
And all the students know there's no opt-out, that they're primed and they're ready for that learning.
And then you opened up the door and you brought them into this space here and you thanked each of them just with that morning greeting and just mirroring that politeness, which was so lovely.
Coaching is not about critique, it's about collaboration. It's about recognising what works, ensuring low variance across our school, and mastering high impact teaching strategies. Thanks so much for having us in your class today.
No worries.
I'm going to run through what we've observed in the lesson, but before I start, how's the mastery routines going for you?
Yeah, going really well. The kids have jumped on board pretty much straight away. Like the Year 7s, so easy for them to get on board because they haven't known anything different either.
Excellent. Well, what we saw today was obviously a fantastic line-up routine. You had them in single file and your proximity across to the side was really good, so every student could see you along that line.
I believe that the new routines have created a sense of calmness and consistency across the school. They've made the lesson times more effective and productive, and they've also placed an emphasis back on learning rather than behaviour management.
Through this process, our teachers develop confidence, our students build automaticity, and our classrooms become places of focus, engagement and respect.
I found that our classrooms are a lot more organised now, and I've just found that they are more interactive as well because everyone has the chance to actually speak and nobody's talking over other people and we're not having to stop and start.
We know our students thrive in structured environments where they know exactly what to do and when to do it. And when teachers feel supported in this process, great teaching can truly take centre stage.
Here at Western Port, we are proud that our teachers use evidence-based practices from the science of learning and reading. These practices align directly with the Victorian Teaching and Learning Model 2.0, and we are one of the very few secondary colleges that have navigated this path already.
Through supports from our Mornington Peninsula Foundation, our Science of Learning team has built their knowledge and understanding through engaging with experts in the field, including Classroom Mastery with Tim McDonald, Dr. Nathaniel Swain, Julie Scarley, the Victorian Academy, and our Community of Practice network. This has created for us a bespoke Science of Learning and Reading teaching experience that is perfectly suited to our Western Port cohort.
We have selected 3 key practices informed by the science of learning that drive our improvement initiative across our junior school classes. These practices are daily reviews, choral reading, and checking for understanding questions. Daily reviews informed by Rosenshine's principles of instruction are based in cognitive load theory. Daily reviews of prior learning help our students retrieve prior content, to minimise the forgetting curve and to maximise opportunities for embedding this knowledge into long-term memory.
Do you remember what these 3 words are from last class? Ethos, pathos, logos. We would like you to be able to determine what these are appeals to. Bonus points if you are able to get an example. Turn and talk for 60 seconds. 3 definitions, go.
Our second science of learning practice that we are embedding is checking for understanding questions. The Solar team have devised common checking for understanding questions and prompts to be used as formative assessment to determine how well a student has comprehended what has been taught. By using a set of common checking for understanding questions, it has helped build automaticity with our students. Another key component of cognitive load theory. Teachers can then determine that if their class is at the point of readiness to move on, they can, and if not, then a reteach opportunity is required.
I'm going to ask you guys these questions. You're going to try and identify the author's contention, so the kid who wrote it, their contention.
His brother's selfish and nasty.
Amazing. Thinks his brother is super annoying. My brother is the most annoying person in the world. Really clear contention. There are 3 reasons he gave for that. What is one, Harper?
He hogs the PlayStation.
Amazing, so he hogs the PlayStation. That's one of the reasons he gives.
Our third science of learning practice that we are embedding is choral reading. This is not just simply students reading aloud, but rather it's an evidence-based practice whereby a group of students read a content-rich text designed at the appropriate age and standard to be read aloud in unison, led by an educator, and then we check for understanding before we continue.
So starting with the heading altogether, Easter celebrations around the world. Easter is celebrated in many different ways across the world. The volume is a little bit disjointed across the room, so let's make sure that our volume is consistent across the room. Everyone in one loud voice, please. Let's continue from the sentence that says in Australia. 3, 2, 1, go. In Australia,
this practice is specifically designed to improve our young people's fluency and also their confidence with their reading.
Elevate is a high-intensive, short-term re-engagement intervention program. Through the college's inclusion panel, students disengaged from their learning are identified early, informed by data, and are referred to the Elevate program. Elevate classes are taught by teachers that are tertiary trained and have experience in inclusive education, including the college's inclusion learning specialist and myself, the assistant principal for wellbeing and inclusion. The Elevate learning space is set up to feel like, sound like, and look like a Western Port classroom. Teachers use the Western Port instructional model to shape the lessons, SWPBS processes to support and encourage positive behaviour, Berry Street education model supports, as well as implementing classroom mastery and the science of learning into all phases of each lesson. This ensures that when a student is ready to re-engage back into mainstream, they will have the comfort of knowing what to expect, supporting a successful transition. The only compromise that we will make to Elevate that differs from mainstream is the class size. No more than 10 students are enrolled in each class at any one time. When a student is enrolled in Elevate, the Elevate team meets with the student and their family or carers to outline the program and what the program's expectations are of the student. That is, a renewed focus on improving attendance and engaging in the learning, which is monitored in 10-week learning blocks, collecting both learning and wellbeing data over this time. This data will then inform where a student is at in their re-engagement journey and frame the re-engagement supports for the next learning block. Journey of an Elevate student commences with an induction period of approximately 3 weeks in which the teachers get to know the student by working with them one-on-one, collecting important learning and wellbeing data and diagnosing the reasons for disengagement. The data collected and the reasons identified for disengagement will frame the goals set between the teacher and the student for their individual education plan. From the induction phase, students will transition through several learning phases designed to support the students' re-engagement, building learning stamina and resilience. Starting at 8 hours a week, then moving on to 16 hours, and then finally placed into a dual enrolment with both Elevate and Mainstream classes, with the ultimate goal in returning back to mainstream on a full-time basis. Elevate is a unique program kindly supported by the Mornington Peninsula Foundation and offers our students an early intervention to avoid chronic disengagement in education and is a crucial component of the college's inclusion framework.
Western Port Secondary College is more than just a school. It's an inspiring community with strong supportive culture. It's our shared commitment to whole school success that makes Western Port Secondary College a great place to work and learn.